Hey y'all, hope you are having a fantastic day. So I am super stoked to bring to you my first kind of gear, mostly pouch. As you can see, this big mess in front of me, couple of slings, and just some whatnot gift ideas, kind of around that 30 to 35 max, down to probably a few bucks. So got this idea, was watching Gideon's Tactical yesterday or the day before. He gave me the go ahead to borrow his idea, and uh, definitely go check his channel out. And then I, of course, saw Woody's Gear Review had a kind of a budget one too. So if you're looking for gifts for people, especially now with Black Friday coming, there's a lot of deals to be had, and there's been a lot of deals to be had. And these are my choices for kind of quality gear. Do I get more? Probably could have spent hours going through my stuff, but this is the stuff that jumped out. Now, I kind of talked through this stuff fast. A lot of it doesn't need an explanation. I've got videos on my channel, and then I will provide links to all of this. Now, the Amazon links will all be associate links, which means you don't pay anymore. You pay the normal price. The channel gets a little bit of a commission to help out. So if you choose to use those links, awesome. If you don't, still keep watching, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. But the links that go directly to, say, Roaring Fire or Zero Feud, those will just be straight up normal links. So let's get going and let's do the darn thing here. All right, so what I have, I will start with the Maxpedition pile that is in front of me. We got, of course, the Beefy. That's going to be kind of in that 30 to 35 range. You might be able to get it on sale. I'm not sure if it's a Black Friday deal or not. Awesome pouch. I use mine for tools. I have seen, and the cool thing is full-size tools. I've seen people do EDC with it. Now, as you see me reaching down here, I got a little 4-gallon, 3-gallon pail that I'm setting stuff in. Now, of course, you got the fatty. This is my original Maxpedition tool pouch. Had it a year, maybe a little longer. Did a video where I replaced a garage door opener using just the tools in this pouch. So the Maxpedition Fatty is just an incredible tool pouch. And also can use for EDC. Now I've got the double-decker pouches, which I do really like. I do wish the back had the structure. The back is got, I'll just kind of explain it briefly to give you an idea for those that haven't seen it. It's got kind of what I call the junk drawer side on the, when you open it up, what would be the left side. And on the right side, you have a mesh pocket. So I wish they did like the elastic on that side, but still I find tons of use. And the mini, and this is the EDC size, the mini is carried with me every day in my backpack. All right, Platy. This is probably one of my two favorite pouches. This thing has been, since I've gotten it, has been carried on my person in my pocket every day. So this is a large size. I don't have the small size, but I'll give you links for both because honestly, this thing is awesome. I'm wearing kind of dressy, not totally dressy pants, but kind of a little bit of a gray khaki style pants for work, and this even fits in there. And I mean, I've got it loaded out, flashlight, full size skeletal, and a knife, and it doesn't sweat it. So yeah, the Platy, awesome pouch. And here's my bug out pouch, the Maxpedition Micro. I mean, just look at that thing. I find, for those that have seen my couple videos on this, and the last one was a bug out pouch, I reached the limit. I had 2 liquid IVs. I put 2 liquid IV pouches in here for the drink mix, and I think that did it. I do not think I can get anything else in here. but the micro, that thing is a banger of a pouch, and this bag will go with me everywhere, anywhere. It's got, except for on a plane, but it's almost a survival kit in a pouch, but not a full one, but it's got a good start. And then I have yet, as you can see, to use this one, but I got the skinny for as a Christmas gift this year. So really excited to use that. So that was from my parents. So we will go to Viperade. So got a bunch of Viperade pouches. The VE10 is an awesome pouch, very useful. Comes in tons of different colorways. They got a really cool, crazy colored one out there now. I don't know if it's still available, but VE10, very, very nice pouch. The VE22, the difference with this one, this has just, you know, the standard, the elastic on that side, and then it has like a Velcro, just you can put morale patches and just a pocket on this side. So it's a very unique pouch. I use it kind of for carrying documents and stuff, but a very different kind of style of a pouch. So it's the VE10, VE22. And then we got the VE26, excellent pouch. Really like this one. And the cool thing, I know people have asked when I've done some of the Viperade pouches, are they X-Pack? And no, but they've got like this honeycomb look to them on their some of their fabrics, and it kind of looks like X-Pack, and it's a really cool look. But that's the VE26, very nice pouch. The VE30, a bigger pouch, very nice. This has the vertical and horizontal. For those that watch know I like this style. You got horizontal on one side, vertical on the other. Very nice pouch. And apparently I brought both of them down. So I really like the VE30 pouch. So the VE30, I'll grab that. Here, the VE31, sorry, is just actually probably thicker than the VE30, but it's much smaller. And for those that have seen my video on this orange VE31, I pretty much have a full small mini toolkit in here, which includes one of the precision screwdrivers I got there, 2 small pliers, and a crescent wrench. It's pretty insane how much comfortably fits in this little pouch, and it doesn't really puff out. So it is a great pouch. And I just had 2 different colorways. All right, going through my list, I got this to help me through it. So I have Zero Feud. Now I did look today, he is actually sold out, so I'll actually do a link to his main page. And so right now there are none sold out. I'm really hopeful that more will show up for Christmas. I got these like only a month ago. Now there is one thing that, because I did a game pouch out of one, and so the one that I got before, I think it switches between, so this side is always a full back pocket. Now the 2 that I got recently, this is stitched down the middle, so you get, you know, like a standard pocket, so you get like 2 pockets here instead of just the one full. So if you have any questions, if you want both wide open, you can probably ask them to see which ones do and don't, because I think at one point they were all open and then some were stitched, and they've kind of changed around. So I've got one that both are just full pockets, but the 2 I got recently have full pockets on one side and then 2 on the other. But I have really liked the Zero Feud pouches. I've got 3 of the larger size, the cup B, I think it is. And then these are the cup A, the smaller size, which I have 5 of these. This one happens to be a fire kit, and as you can see, kind of like the Expedition Micro, the Zero Fugue cup pouches really pack out well. And if anybody's seen my game video, the Cup B also really bulks out. And then on the back side of them, they do have full Velcro, and that's where I like buying patches on places we travel to. So then I just put sticky Velcro on the back of them, and this happens to be from PEI, Prince Edward Island, Canada. So, and then we got the newest one that I just did a video on, the Zero Fugue pocket pouch. Now this is just very small pouch, but I won't replicate the video, but I did want to pull 2 items out of here because they are part of the little bit tool parts of the video. So basically I have like a flashlight, a knife, and a multi-tool in there with some chapstick, but the little pocket pouch, well, it looks super small. I don't know if I'd use it as a wallet, but it does carry quite a bit, and just a really nice pouch. And this one, and I got another of the small cup pouches. They had like a 2 for $22 deal with Blems, and as you catch this video, you see the only place I saw a Blem on it was ridiculously small. It was like a nothing burger. So very, very high quality, even the Blems on the Zero Fugue product. All right, TomTok. So they've got all sorts of tech pouches. I will hopefully find the link to this. I'm 99% sure it's under 30 bucks. So I've had a generic larger tech bag that was not a TomTok. It was kind of a clone, but I got the actual TomTok small tech bag. It's got a nice handle on it, and of course it's got the awesome storage. This thing, I've been using it a long time now, for probably a year, and it works great. I mean, it went from, I've changed it up. I used to carry the mouse and stuff in there. I don't do that anymore, but this goes with me. This goes in either my laptop bag, or right now it's residing in my Falcon 2. Just an awesome tech bag, and it's right sized. It's not super huge, but it's very nice. Got a little dirt on that. All right, Roaring Fire gear. Now I got to remember which one is which. So we got the Pico Fire. Oh boy, I'll tell you when I open it. All right, I think this is, all right, so this is the Pico Fire pocket pouch. So what is different is you got the elastics on this side, and I've got it set up as a first aid kit. This is kind of my travel boo-boo kit, which includes a sewing kit, which is why I have like a little folding scissors. I actually include these. These are nice. They're little Fiskars folding scissors, maybe a nice little stocking stuffer or something, but just really nice. This works really well for travel, and this goes in my carry-on, but it's not just that. It goes in my travel, I mean weekend trips. I even throw it in my backpack for work, but I definitely always pull this out for weekend trips, just in case. The only time I've ever tripped and fallen on a trip is I was carrying a sling, but of course the boo-boo kit was at home, and luckily I had pants on that day, so I just bled on those, and that's what stopped it. But yeah, still have yet to fall with a boo-boo kit on hand, so maybe it's a good luck charm. So now we got the Roaring Fire Pico Fire Pro pocket pouch, and then that's just the kind of a standard pouch. It's got the vertical horizontal layout though, which is what I really favor. Small tools on the horizontal, big tools on the vertical. Very nice pouch. When you get these, if you get these and you look at them when you get them, you're kind of like, oh, I'm not going to get anything in there. And I've seen videos of people packing them out more than I have. but these pack out really nicely. But when you get them, they look super thin. You're like, oh, what did I get myself into? But no, they load out super nice. And then the Roaring Fire Firelight pouch. So not sure what this pouch was really initially intended for, but it's got a little bit of quite a bit of padding in it. And I know Earthling EDC kind of showed this off. It's a cheaper pouch. It's just got slip pockets on the side, on one side, and then a zip pocket on this side. Then I just use a pocket card in here with some documents, Earthling EDC, and I'll probably could do a pocket card with some tools in there. But the Firelight pouch is a nice way to just carry some tools or a pocket card in there, just the perfect size. Does have the MOLLE attachments if you want it, so you could add it to a backpack. And this guy I have yet to use, and I really like the pouch, and I totally forgot about it. I think it's the Y-Ship Matrix. Yep. And it's really nice material, kind of a AquaGuard zipper, and it's actually very cheap on Amazon. And I've been kind of looking for a sheath or something for this chunker, the Swiss Champ that I got, and lo and behold, that fits on one side of here. Now I will probably still wrap it in a microfiber cloth just so it doesn't get scratched, or it doesn't scratch whatever I put on the other side and whatever I put in the middle. But this pouch actually works very nice to carry the Swiss Champ. So I think I solved my Swiss Champ problem, and the fact that I haven't used this. Actually, it's a very nice, this would actually make a nice wallet. Now it's probably not RFID, but I carry the Zero Feud Compact A right now for my wallet, and I just use our RFID sleeves for the credit cards. So yeah, you could do the same with this. It'd be a nice wallet size, and I've really started to favor front pocket wallets and also kind of zipper wallets. So that is, and like I said, all of these are right around or under 30 bucks. All right, Initech. So going out on a limb here on this one, this is the X-Sling Mini. Just got it this year. I am going to start carrying it this weekend. The only thing, I know my wife didn't like the material. It's got a different feel to it, but it's a very nice. It's got, one pocket, two pockets. It's got organization in here. It's got a zip pocket in there. It's got pockets there. It's actually got kind of like a padded pocket here for your phone. It's a little bit padded. Might be padded some on the back. And then the very nice thing is it's got like 3 card sleeves in the back. So for me, it's not, I wouldn't use them for credit cards or anything like that. But I use, jumping ahead a little bit, I use like these credit card sleeves to make up little kits. And then you could slip them into these credit card slots back here. So I'm actually going to use this weekend. And then I'll do a video on it. But this, I think it was like, watch the price. It goes all over the place. When it went off deal, it went up to like 40 bucks, and then it dropped down. I got it for 20, and it definitely feels worth 20. I've had good luck with Initech products so far. And then I got the Initech new electronic organizer. So this is my second one. This does look brand new. Still got the stuff on it because it is. But this is my second one. On my bug out bag video, I have one of these loaded out, and it's the cool part with this compared to their old one is it's got this front pocket, and I was able to fit in this little compartment here a 4-inch K2 knife. Kind of it's not quite a bushcraft knife, but it's pretty darn close. It's a very nice knife. And then of course in here you got your typical tech case storage, and there's just so much storage in here. Initech uses YKK zips, it comes, the cool part with this, now it's not going to be a heavy use because you'll see it's just cords on the side, but it does come with a sling strap. So in a pinch, you can use it as a sling. I do not know how well these will hold up. Yeah, they could hold up just great for long-term use. You got a grab handle, and then you got a pocket back here. So while this one is new, this is the second one I bought. It's awesome, awesome tech bag and dirt cheap. So getting into kind of the last stuff, the futzy stuff. So this year, put my money where my mouth is, and I picked up a 100 pack of the wardrobe malfunction safety pins. And what I mean by that, if you haven't seen any of my videos, I've had a couple buttons. I usually wear pants for years and years and years and years, and I've had the pants with the sewn on button and lost them at work. So to not either have the fly open because just you don't have a button holding everything together up there, or the pants just straight out, pants on the ground, I use the safety pin to help keep the pants clasped. And the larger size, these are the 2.2 inch. This size works great. I have had slightly smaller, so the 2.2 inch might be a little on the larger side than I'm used to, but it's more than enough. And these are what I was talking about for the sling. These are just credit card sleeves, and I've got some that are definitely better made from Amazon. I've gotten some from Temu. You can probably find them at your local Walmart. But these are handy for putting little kits together, and then you can slide them in your wallet. You can slide them in just a little credit card sleeve. You can put them in that Roaring Fire pouch, stuff like that. And I believe, so these are, I believe they're Swan Lake. The nice thing about these, haven't used them on a knife yet, but I'm actually really excited about them because it's really hard to find 1/4 inch bits in the knife sizes of T6, T7, T8. And those are in here. So it actually goes down to T4. For some reason they give you a couple of T5s, and then it goes all the way up to T40. I have no idea what those are used for, but it has the knife maintenance sizes on there. So these were around $5, so I think that's a great deal. I got 4 of these little flashlights. These are the i3 EOS, the Olight. Just a really nice basic AAA. They're nice for like Altoids tins and stuff and pouches because they're not a button turn on, they're the twist. The only thing you gotta be careful is you gotta loosen them enough because with any of those twist lights, there's a little bit of play with the spring on the head. And if you don't loosen them enough, if they compress, they would hit the battery. But all you have to do is loosen it up, just give it a little squeeze, and then you'll make sure it's off and they're good. So I do like these in pouches because then they're not going to accidentally get turned on. And they're cheap. I think I got 2 of these, kind of a bundle on Amazon for under about $19. So, and I like flashlights with replaceable batteries. I've got the Woobin X4, which has a replaceable lithium ion. I've got the Workos headlamp. Those have the replaceable lithium ion. So if you have extra of those, you can replace them in and out. I've got some little flashlights, just generic ones that I love, but the problem is once the battery dies and no longer holds a charge, the flashlight's gone. Whereas something like this or the other ones I've got, you can replace the batteries. So, and that's always key in an emergency too, is have the ability to replace power. All right, getting down to it. So just some odds and ends. So I got the Valhalla D2 knife. It's under $30, kind of the CEO style. Awesome little knife. They on the site they say it's 62 HRC, so it should really hold an edge really well. So far, I really like it. Even used it as a paring knife when preparing dinner. Woody's gear review on his hobby, one of his Hobby Lobby. I think the second one. Got my kitty talking to me. Did these little flat plastic bobbins. I found them on Amazon. Got, I think it's like 150 pack of these. These things are awesome for tape, for sewing kits. You could do fishing line. You can do, the only thing I found is these right here. They're pretty wide open. I just usually cut a small piece of duct tape to hold everything down. But you could do fishing line, you could do snare wire, you name it, it'll fit. So tongue and groove pliers. Now, if you don't want to shell out the big bucks on Knipex, I never really have yet. I might someday. I've got a pair of Crescent Wrench brand. They're just like bought them for 10 bucks at a Home Depot. I think these were 15 or so. They're just the Crescent Wrench brand. Or no, sorry, not Crescent Wrench. Channel Lock. Crescent was the 10-buck ones. These are the actual Channel Lock brand. Nice thing with those is they kind of have the handle bows out a little bit, so you get a little bit better grip. But these do everything and more that I need. I don't know, somebody could tell me why the Knipex are better, but when I've got something that isn't broke, I'm not going to fix it and throw a lot more money at it. So my wife got me these. I think she had a freebie from somewhere. It's just a little sewing kit. I actually found the very similar thing on Amazon. So I will actually provide a link for it. These have been really handy. I mean, I have thrown a full one in a pouch and carry that. But I also started taking, I think she got me 3 of them. I started pulling out, there's like 8 needles in here with thread attached to them, but I had some thread that I have from fly tying, and that's actually just standard thread that I use the bobbins and just use that thread and put a whole mass of thread on here, because now that I've learned to hand sew, I've actually utilized sewing kits to fix a couple of things. One was on a trip where I fixed our bag, so to get us through the rest of the trip. So being able to sew and having a sewing kit is a really good thing to have and a really good thing to learn. It's crazy easy. Sharpie S-Gels. I will provide a couple links, but I mean, you could find these anywhere. I think the cool thing I found on Amazon, which is what I'll probably provide the link to, is I got the kit with all the different colors. So it's just kind of fun. But no, Sharpie S-Gels, my pen of choice now. Still like the Bic round stick, but these things are awesome. Opinel number 8. And just pretty much Opinel knives in general are just super nice knives. They're low tech, you know, you get the twist lock, kind of low tech, but just reliable and very cheap. You know, you can get them for under 30 bucks, probably low 20 bucks. And I've actually got the number 2 in one of my kits, which is super small, awesome knives. This is the 13-in-1. This is from Klein, but I got it from Lowe's. So they have the 13-in-1 kit. So I will put a link to that if you have a Lowe's near you. It's actually just a really nice kit. And it's got the bits in the body of the screwdriver. And lastly, the Nextool mini flagship. And I will put a link for the new one and the old one. I got to get the new one. But this thing is awesome. I actually put this in that pocket pouch for a reason, because it was kind of buried in my notorious EDC pouch and I didn't use it. So I really want to use this thing because I really like it. Pliers is really nice. And well, I've used the Victorinox scissors. The ergos on their very large scissors are just awesome. And from everything I've seen and heard about the new one, the new version of this, which with the pocket clip, the scissors have even gotten better. So yeah, the mini flagship is from Nextool is an awesome little multi-tool. All right, so that is all of my suggestions and budget range, and I'm really afraid to go see how long this video took, but hope you enjoyed. Like I said, all that like, subscribe stuff, blah blah blah. Have an awesome day and appreciate you watching.